Dear friends, in today's class, we have to discuss one of the important chapter that is control structure or few extent somebody abbreviate as or term as it's a control statement or some extent it can be termed as decision making statement. It is one of the new chapter and the core of any programming language. The definition states that the statement by which user can control the flow of a program, meaning in which sequence how the program statements will execute, that will be determined by the control statements. Control statements are classified into four categories. One is a sequential statement, one is a selectional statement, one is a looping or iteration statement, one is a jumping statement. First of all, we have to discuss sequential statement. Remember, any program executes its statement one after another without leaving a single statement. That is known as your sequential statement. Means, suppose we are in a queue, all the people will get their turn one after another. That is sequential. Means no person will leave. Starting from the first and ending with the end, everybody will get their turn to come. That is known as your sequential statement. Here, the definition explain when all the statement in a program execute without leaving a single statement known as sequential statement. For example, in this program, compiler starts reading from open curly bracket of main function ends with a close curly bracket. First it reads clear screen, next it reads printf hello, next it reads printf katak, next for purging activity gets age is given. Here hello is executed, katak is executed, finally close curly bracket of main function executes. Any statement it is left? No. It is a sequential statement. Hence the output will be hello and katak. Overall, any program you write where there is no if else statement, there is no conditional statement, there is no looping statement, it can be termed as a sequential statement. Any program, I am repeating, which programming construct having no if else statement, no ternary or conditional operator statement, no looping statement or jumping statement, it can be termed as a sequential structure. If you want to execute this program, moves to online compiler, you write this. Suppose here written printf hello world. Suppose I am writing another statement printf welcome, printf welcome. If I run this program, all those two statements will execute. No statement will be left because in this program, no if else, no ternary operator, no switch statement, no looping statement, no jumping structure is executed or placed, and hence it is a sequential structure. Now we move to selectional statement. When some statement in a program executes, some other does not, known as selectional statement. Means in a program, few statement execute, few statement does not execute. That is known as your decision making structure or selectional structure. Different selectional structure or decision making structure include if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, and switch statement. First of all, we are coming to if statement. If statement represent when condition followed by if meets to true, its respective statement will execute. Means which condition is given through if it meets to true, after if whatever statement is written that will execute. And remember, in the side of if line there is no semicolon, and if after if a block of statement to be executed, that should be placed within the closed curly bracket and open curly bracket, because number of statement is known as your block of statement, and block of statement is always placed within the curly bracket, two curly brackets. If there is a single statement to be executed after if, there is no requirement of a curly bracket. Means better to place curly bracket to know the block of code executes. And after if condition, there will be no semicolon. Here in the flowchart, to better understand, is given any condition is given in the flowchart by the help of a rhombus or diamond and followed by its executed statement. Here we are diagrammatically represent, means if the condition meets to true, there is two part. There is a true part, there is a false part. If true part will execute, this part will execute and program ends. If the condition meets to false, it will come out of the condition. Means If condition satisfy, the block of statement will execute. If condition does not satisfy, it comes out of if. If we will be solving a problem by using if, then how we can solve it? Suppose testing a number is even or odd. We have taken the integer variable as x. It asks enter a number. We can assign or we can input. Here we are inputting scanf %d ampersand x. As we know, through the help of scanf, we can input the value at runtime. Suppose we enter the value is 6. Now 6 modulus 2 is 0. 0 is equal to 0. Yes, even will display. Hence the result will even. If suppose the number is enter as 7, 7 modulus 2 equal to 0, no. So if part will not execute. 7 modulus 2 not equal to 0, yes. 7 modulus 2 is 1, 1 not equal to 0, yes, that is your odd. Because as we know, any number divisible by 0, 2 divisible by 2, divisible means its remainder is 0, then the even number or anything else, it's a odd number. Suppose we enter 8, 8 modulus 2 is what? That is your 0. 0 is equal to 0, yes, even. So this part will execute, this part will not execute, hence selectional. Suppose you enter 9, 9 modulus 2, 1, 1 is equal to 0, no. 9 modulus 2, 1, 1 not equal to 0, yes, odd. This part will not execute, this part will execute, and hence it is known as your selectional statement. If we want to run this program, move to your online editor, store a number, online editor, store a number, let int x, you can make a message, enter value, then you can make a scanf statement, scanf %d ampersand, you can place ampersand x, then you can make a condition if x modulus 2 equal to 0, then it is a even number, otherwise it's a odd number. You can write or you can make a copy and paste if it is possible in that environment. If x modulus 2 not equal to 0, then given a message as number is a odd number. If you want to run this program, it asks you to enter a value. Suppose you enter 10, the result display is even, must be displaying. Suppose you enter 10, the result will display. Suppose in an instance, we can run it again. Suppose we enter 10, the result is even. Suppose we enter 11, the number is odd. Suppose in an instance, there will be pausing because as we are running in online compiler, you can again enter and run it. Suppose we enter 11, then the result will be the odd number. Just you check it. If x modulus 2 equal to 0, it is even, otherwise it is odd. The number is odd number. If you enter the value, that is 4, the number is a even number. Because sometimes the bandwidth might be the issue. Suppose you enter 4, the number is a even number. We run it again. Just you refresh and run as you can. Suppose we run the program, given the value 4, the result will be even number. In this way, you can run the program. Then, next statement is if else statement. There is two parts. if condition meets to true, if part will execute, otherwise else part will execute. Inside of if there is no semicolon, inside of else there is no semicolon. The group of statement will be written within two curly bracket. Either if part will execute or else part will execute. Definition tells when the condition followed by if meets to true, its respective statement will execute. Otherwise, its else part will execute. Both part never execute. Means if there is two condition, if else taken, if there is one condition, if is taken. In the flowchart, if the condition meets to true, true part will execute, then the statement execute and exit. If the condition meets to false, false part will execute, then statement execute and it will be execute. Both part never execute. If there is two part, then we have to take if else. If we solve same question by if else statement, similarly, we take a integer value, input it at the runtime. Here, suppose x is given as 6. 6 modulus 2 is 0. 0 is equal to 0. Yes, even part will execute, else part will not execute. If the number is taken as 7, 7 modulus 2 equal to 0, no, the else part will execute. Both part never execute. And hence it is known as your if else. And true false part is known as your else. Either if part will execute or else part will execute. If you want to run this program, again move here. Only you change it, instead of giving the second if, only you place that is your else. There is no requirement of placing two ifs. Suppose we run the program and given the value 3, the result will be the odd number display. If we run the program and given the value is 12, the number is a even number. Either if part will execute or else part will execute, and hence it is known as your selectional statement. In today's session, we discussed and clarified the sequential statement, the selectional statement, two selectional statement, if and if else, and in the next class, we will be discussing the remaining selectional or decision making statement, that is nested if and switch, and we will be giving some assignment to you, and some of the assignment questions previously left behind, we will be providing the solution in next few classes. I think in today's class you understand and clarified. Having any doubt, please comment. If you do not subscribe, kindly subscribe it and like it and provide as much comment you think and feel, and we always want to give the better and better problem solutions which is helpful in your career. Thank you.